What's going on? This is Sean Brown, the Burning Miles channel. Just another conversation about equipment and stuff you need or you don't need or you don't want or whatever. 3 years ago, maybe, I was doing interviews a lot. I was doing a lot of interviews on my other channel, which is Trucker Brown. And I bought a lot of equipment I didn't need. For a second, I thought I wanted to be into photography. I brought cameras, I bought a lot of stuff. And I ended up saying I wanted an end result camera, the best that I could get, and I went and bought something I didn't need. And this is clearly in my gear whore phase, where I'm just buying gear because it's supposed to be the best and all this other stuff, and I'm watching example videos of the way it looks, and I'm getting into that whole situation. I ended up buying a camera that was grossly too expensive for what I was trying to do, and I didn't need it for that. I actually would have did better spending less money. I'm gonna show you an example of this. I'm gonna show you the camera that I have. But what I want to get over to you is a lot of these things can be done with just your cell phone, one, and you don't have to spend a bunch of money on gear, which is what these channels really want you to do. They want you to buy the gear because they have a link that's in there for you to buy the gear, and they get a piece back. So they're always pushing better gear, better gear, better gear, better gear. When the truth is, here's the thing that's gonna hurt your feelings. Most of the people watching this stuff on their phone. Their phone is pretty much right now, the average is 720. I mean, it's 1080. If they're even play with their settings, most people, they're on a phone, it's whatever the signal tells them is what it's going to be. So half the time they're at 480p because they don't have the particular signal they need to get 720, 1080, 4K. So it comes to a point where you have to just sit back and think, do I need a ridiculous camera to get off of the ground? And the answer is no. I'm recording this on a phone. Right now, I'm recording it on a phone. And these Android phones look amazing. They look good, their mics are fine, it gets the point across. Phone, already had it, comes with my account, right? This puppy cost me $4,300. I've probably done 4 interviews with it. 4 interviews with it. This was just a stupid purchase for me. I didn't need this camera at all. Now I'm about to sell it. I didn't need this camera at all, but I bought it for $4,400. It's a nice camera. Few things. It's way too big. It's way too big. 1.5 inch, huge sensor, bigger than a full frame sensor. It's like an 1.5 inch sensor or something like that. 18 plus zoom, Sony. It has a thing for you to plug your microphone XLRs right into it. You know, it's a documentary camcorder. It was way too, didn't need it. You know, this is a camcorder. You would do better getting a DSLR if you're trying to do YouTube, to be honest with you. I didn't need this camera. Number one, another thing too, I wasn't trained to use this camera. This camera, you gotta know what you're doing. This camera is way over my capabilities at the time of me buying it. I can use it now, but here's the truth. When do I use it? And I end up just using it as a webcam. Use this baby right here. Had it plugged in through the HDMI into my Streamlabs, and I was using it as a webcam. A $4,000 webcam. This thing right here makes it incredibly expensive to buy stands for. Stands be $300. It was just, I didn't need it. It was a idiotic, stupid purchase. It was an idiotic, stupid purchase that I made because I'm thinking, you know, I'm just gear whoring pretty much. I'm gear whoring. That's what I was doing. Now I'm about to sell it for like $2,000. I mean, I lost $2,400 on it. I only made maybe 10 videos with it. Complete waste of money. Complete waste. And those are one of the things that I want to talk to you about. Right now, I'm doing this channel with a Logi Stream Cam, which is $150, give or take. And I'm doing it with the Android phone to get the content out in a fast way. That's another conversation. When this first came out, you had to get a separate software to even open the files that you recorded. A second software to even open the files that you recorded. And yeah, you can do 4K for hours at a time, but 4K at the time was a pain in the butt to work with. Now it's not so much, but back then it was a pain in the butt to work with. I had with this camera, I had to buy a new laptop. That new laptop was $4,000. So if you had this and a new laptop just so I could work on the files at the time, 4 or 5 years ago, $8 grand. And it did not. I ended up still just using my phone most of the time because it was just easier to deal with. Don't fall into this gear whore mentality. I really want to warn y'all about that. I have stuff over here. Let me show y'all. Look at this. I had to get the case. The case was $300 one of the hard cases. I got a screen for it, a voice recorder. Look at all this. I thought, oh, I'm gonna do photography for a minute until I realized photographers don't make nothing. So I got freaking different, I got different stuff down here. I got Nikon bodies, 400mm lens, 240. I have like 10 more lenses other than that. Flashes, because I thought I want my thumbnails to be perfect. Waste of money. Waste of money. I'm about to sell all of this. I'm selling all of this. I don't need none of this. I'm going on eBay and I'm selling it all. Because I'm getting everything done. I'm getting everything done with just my phone and this Logicam. This Logicam made all of that other stuff to me pretty much irrelevant. The phone and this. And I'm pretty much getting stuff done. So I just want to make this video, let you know that, dude, you don't need to get all of that equipment, dude. So take it from someone who's bought a lot. You don't need it. Work on your content first. Figure your content out. That money I could have, just kept that in the bank, put it in an annuity or something. I blew that money. I didn't need that money. I didn't need that equipment. I'm making it right here. It looks messy, but it is what it is. Everything worked with this baby right here. This was a waste. It's not a waste, but it was overkill. I need to start using better words. Overkill. This was overkill. All I need is 2 lines. I could have got something smaller, something for gamers, which they make a little bit cheaper. I could have got some type of gamer interface and been just fine. Go XLRs is like $160. This thing is $700. $700. Totally didn't need it. And then I don't have my stands. They're still in my storage. That's another reason why I'm not buying the PlayStation 5 either. I'm not doing that till I exactly got to. Yeah. I mean, I got this desk for a decent price. I just didn't need all that other stuff. It turned out to be a complete freaking waste. You know what I mean? A complete freaking waste. So I'm just giving you the warning. You want to do YouTube? Your phone is probably good enough to be a lot of your recording. Like, I'm holding the phone right now. Your phone can probably do a lot of the recording. Oh, you want to sit down, do the whole stream? Booyah, man. That's good enough. It's better with like a Sony a6000. It probably is, but you buy the Sony a6000, you gotta buy a dummy battery. You gotta buy the freaking... You gotta buy this to plug it in. Then you're gonna find out you gotta have a strong enough laptop. You gotta have 32 gigs of this. It gotta be gaming level, they say. And then you gotta get lights for it. Bro, you gotta get lenses to get that look that your favorite YouTuber uses. All your favorite YouTubers use that weird wide angle, super sharp look. That's a prime lens. They gotta buy a prime lens. It just adds up. Next thing you know, you're a gear whore. You're a gear whore. And you didn't even know it.